A little bit of NBA draft. We're not talking about prospects. I know some people. I got a DM. This guy like listed like 15 players that he wants me to watch for the second round pick, and I was like, that's how locked in he is already, and I absolutely love it
Mhm.
on Instagram. So if you are watching, you know who you are, because I completely forgot his first name. I apologize, but this is more of like a question with where they're at. Like, could you see them trading up in the draft as maybe they fall in love with the prospect?
I wouldn't put really anything against I wouldn't say anything is impossible. What could be on the table? I think Trajan understands that the idea of like just running it back with what they had is probably not going to cut it. Guys are going to get older. Things need to change. Other teams are going to change and kind of prepare for another opportunity to get back to the postseason. So I can see it possibly happening. I think it may be a little rare, just unless they fall in love and head over heels with somebody. I think what they don't have their first round pick. I think it's what the 37th overall, in their second round. So it's gonna be a big climb, but I can see him try to get active. Trajan's not a GM that likes to just sit on his heels. Like he's very active. He was when he was with New Orleans. He was when he was helping with the Clippers, I want to say, or under David Griffin. Oh no, that was with no one as well. Excuse me. But yeah, I can see him still getting active and trying to find something that works if they fall in love with somebody because again, that's just been their nature, and they're trying to do whatever they can to solidify that future. And it wouldn't shock me at all if they did that.
I think one thing that maybe goes unnoticed this offseason is one, the Pistons won 44 games. Like, shout out to them for that. But their first round pick was locked up for so damn long because of that Isaiah Stewart trade. It's going to
Hmm.
the Timberwolves this year, which, Timberwolves, they're balling right now in the playoffs, which they're one of my favorite teams to watch if I'm just being objective as like a basketball fan. But
Hmm.
now they can trade future first. Like that's huge. And I don't think a lot of Pistons fans are talking about that right now. Like you don't have any protections. The protections are completely lifted. You can trade future first. You got a second round pick. Trading's first move actually. Traded for Tim Hardaway Jr. He got a second from Dallas that belongs to the Toronto Raptors. It's sitting at 37, and that's
Hmm.
the pick that you'll have. So maybe late first round. You never really know. Um, I I think like if Trajan is in love with someone, he strikes me as the type of general manager to try to get something. I mean, he did it in the second round. That's how we got Wendell Moore and Bobby Clipman out of it. Just kind of
Right.
traded up. You never know at the end of the day. But I think it's kind of early to talk about draft. I know someone had asked me, could I see him doing it collectively? I just don't know. I think it really depends on like what they're kind of hearing going into free agency because I'm sure we're going to be getting a bunch of rumors over the next month or so of like
For sure.
what's happening, what do the Pistons want to do, what does the league want to do. There's a lot of superstars that are probably going to be on the block, especially with the draft coming up. Who's going to get the first overall pick? Please don't be New Orleans, but honestly, this sent Cooper Flag to like Utah or something.
That's what I feel like he's bound to be. I think it's either there or maybe Brooklyn. But I think Trajan has emphasized a lot that while they do want to win now, they understand that the future is important as well. They don't want to just be one and done and then be in purgatory like the Suns or what the Lakers were after they won. Like they don't want to be in a situation like that. They want to have invested pieces for the future, which is why they're able to take a pick like Ron Holland when they did because his development is important, but it's not an immediate need at this moment right now. So I think he can still want to, have that in the tenfold of what he wants to do. But fortunately for them, considering the wins that they put together, knowing that the foundation is slowly coming together with the players, the coaching staff, and their front office, they're able to take their time with maybe some of those future moves. So it may not have to be a rush, but like you said, if it's a player that they fall in love with, I wouldn't rule it out at all.
Yeah, me either. You never really know because players slip every draft. Like we always think that when we do these mock drafts, that's where the players are going to end up. And like the NBA draft humbles you very quick. Your boards go out the window
Hmm.
very quickly. Like there could be a guy right now that I think is a late second rounder and some team drafts him in the lottery. It happens
Right.
every year. Like,
Absolutely.
I was just having a conversation with one of my buddies, and we were talking about how Milwaukee drafted Thon Maker. And I was just like, yeah, bro, like that was such a reach. Like they were trying to get Giannis in a bottle twice. And it kind of blew up in their face. Like stuff like that happens. I don't think that there's like an international prospect that's like really intriguing
Mhm.
to like a Thon Maker because the hype with him was like insane. Like people are calling him like the next Kevin Durant. Like it was insane. Like some of the conversations that I remember having.
I definitely remember them conversations, them, similar to the Bol, like those long, rangy international players that could be as high as, KD or whatever. I mean, we even saw that with Bobby Clinton's trainer when we had him on. Had a same similar projection, but things
Yeah.
work out a little bit different. That's the league for you.